All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. A lot of Vikings news and nuggets out there. This episode brought to you by Minigrown. Minigrown.com. Get your butts over there. Use the promo code SKOL. Still time before Christmas for some stocking stuffers. And you know what? Fill your own stocking. Use the promo code SKOL.
Yeah, especially if you're a little stressed out about Christmas and the shopping, everything goes with it. Pop a couple Minigrown gummies. You'll be feeling great. Promo code SKOL is such a great deal. Buy one, get one. Definitely one of our best deals we can offer from our show, from one of our wonderful sponsors. Let's talk about some Vikings news and nuggets that have been dropping just over the last couple of days. And we're going to hop right into it with a former Minnesota Viking now available to be signed. Unless he clears waivers. KJ Osborn.
Sign him now. Don't put a waiver in, but bring this man home. Wide receiver 3. We need one. KJ Osborn. He's going to clear waivers. No, I can't see anybody claiming KJ Osborn. There wasn't even a market for him when he's a free agent. The dude signed for $4 million, and he's going to clear waivers.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there with him in New England. I know the quarterback situation isn't great, but 7 receptions for 57 yards and 1 touchdown. First of all, I thought there was going to be a market for him. There wasn't.
Nothing.
I thought maybe he would take this, new opportunity to really prove that he should be at least a number 2 receiver in the league, and it's been the opposite. He's definitely an upgrade over what we have. Brandon Powell, Speedy Naylor, and Trent Sherfield, and he knows the system. It makes a lot of sense to bring him back if he does clear waivers.
Well, the thing, the Patriots screwed him. They sign him, and then they draft 2 receivers in the first 4 rounds and bury him on the depth chart. It's like, why even sign the dude? Osborn never got targets. He never got any play. When he did, he was out there with the shitty quarterback. So it's Patriots. It's stupid move on them to sign him and then draft 2 guys that they're just going to put in front of him.
Earn your damn spot, KJ Osborn. Beat out the rookies.
I don't know. I think the Patriots got a lot of gross stuff going on there on that offense. There wasn't much opportunity. He's still only 27 years old. I doubt he comes back to Minnesota. But I would love it for the rest of the season. It's not like I want him to sign him to an 8-year contract, but rest of the year, come here, make some plays. It's perfect.
Strengthen that unit as you make your playoff push. It makes a lot of sense for the Vikings, like you said, just for the end of the year. I don't care anything beyond this, but definitely wouldn't mind it for the rest of the year. Speaking of Patriots, John Parker Romo, he did clear waivers. You were right about that, but he did not take him time to get signed. Patriots sent him to the practice squad. So Parker Romo, he's got a chance there to make that team. If it's not this year, then definitely next year if he sticks around.
Well, yeah, he cleared waivers. I think deep down everybody knew he was going to clear waivers. But the biggest surprise is that he didn't come back to the Vikings practice squad. The Vikings didn't want him to come back.
I'm guessing he's also probably going to want to go. So he can choose where he wants to go when he clears waivers. He knows he ain't beating out Will Reichard, so why would he not look for a spot where he could potentially be the starting kicker?
It's almost the end of the season. End somewhere on a practice squad where you can. Will Reichard, if that thing flares up again, just saying, I was a little surprised he didn't come back to the Vikings. Obviously, this is not his future.
No, I think the Patriots could be his future. So I think that's why he went there. They do suck, but it's a team that's going to need a kicker long term. So who they have?
They're never going to be able to kick it. He's going to have 3 field goal attempts.
No, they will need to kick it because they can't get in the end zone.
They're not getting past the 40.
Yes, they are.
Never.
Yes, they will.
We do wish him all, though. We loved him. He kicked his balls off. You did fantastic.
And he's earned this spot. He was sitting there on the streets
spot on the practice squad
a month ago, and now he's on an NFL roster. So good for you, John Parker Romo. You made most of your opportunity, and hopefully it cashes in even further for you in your future. Dan McNeely is a popular radio host in Chicago YouTube channel. He said he lists the top 4 Bears coaching candidates, and guess who had number 2? Our own Brian Flores, number 2.
Yeah, what do you think? I've seen him on quite a few lists, not only just Dan's, whoever Dan is, but what do you think?
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised just with this whole lawsuit looming, the way the Vikings defense has played the last couple of weeks, not getting to the quarterback, having, struggling to get sacks. It's kind of in a little bit of a lull right now. We thought maybe the interest would cool. So to hear this from a guy who's in the know and, definitely knows his team, put him at 2 even of the 4. I was a little surprised to hear this.
Man, Bears coaches have sucked ass since Ditka. Looking back, obviously Lovie Smith had some good years. Went to the Super Bowl. I think.
Dave Wanstead.
They've just in a run of crap, man. They have had some bad I was looking back at it, and you know what? I think there's going to be teams like the Bears that maybe just puts some of the stuff like that aside, and it's like we just need a damn good coach.
Yeah.
And Flores, it's probably only a matter of time. I'd still be surprised if it was this year, but his name's been mentioned when it talks about coaches, and some teams are just gonna be like, screw it, we just need to effing win.
I think all the young talent on that team, a hard ass like Flores, is a good fit in Chicago. I'd hate to see him go there, especially to a division rival, but I think it makes sense for them. And you said it, like, it's hard to find a good coach. All these college guys come up, they don't pan out. These coordinators move over, don't pan out. I mean, Flores could be a great fit, and yeah, maybe it's time to look beyond that kind of stuff, the lawsuit and all that crap.
For Flores, it's like, obviously I don't want him in the division. I don't want to be going against his defense. I'd be more sad. Like, it just looks like he's going to go there and fail, because that's what all the Bears coaches do. Like, it's just set up to fail. And then we love this dude.
We love him so very much. Another guy we love is Sam Darnold. And there's been a lot of talk, just after the 5 touchdown performance, but whether the Vikings should sign him or not in the offseason. It's actually got national attention on those national shows that you see. But Dan Granziano and Bill Barnwell both believe the Vikings will let Darnold walk in free agency. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've pretty much been on it. I don't see any chance he comes back. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of people that want him back or think he's going to come back. Orlovsky was just on the McAfee show basically saying this dude could get $150 million next year. Mm-hmm. There's no way he's not coming. And anybody who says, oh, he's going to take a discount for a couple years, not happening. Name a quarterback that's ever done that. Name a player that's ever done that.
He shouldn't do it.
I know it, but
do it.
Everyone thinks all of a sudden it's going to be like, shucks thing. I love Minnesota. I'll come back at a discount price. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a business. It's a business. These guys are putting their bodies on the line every single week. They're going to make so much money as they can, and they should. One thing I saw that made me kind of sad was Richie from New York Jets. He mentioned bringing him back to New York. I'd hate to see Sam Darnold do a full circle, end up back in New York.
Well, the thing, when Richie was on with Scholing, like, he says Jets fans still love Sam Darnold.
Really?
They would love to have him back. I would actually love that. He goes back to New York and actually plays well. Like, that would be fantastic. And Orlovsky even mentioned the Jets as he mentioned 10 teams. That's why Sam's going to get paid so much. 10 teams next year are going to need a quarterback. And the Jets was definitely one of them. I'd love that shit. That would be great.
Well, I think the Jets, too, are a team that needs to win. They can't sit there and rebuild and go through a rookie quarterback. They need to win. That franchise has been so much shit for so long. So, yeah, I mean, if he goes there and succeeds, what a story. I mean, it'd be definitely an Oscar-caliber movie down the road.
Yeah, and I mean, JJ McCarthy. Like I think the Vikings, if I had to guess, and I'm probably very wrong, like, if they could see what they did with Sam Darnold, just think what they think they could do with JJ McCarthy. It's like, exactly. It's not even close.
Yeah. And you got Danny Dimes as your backup. I mean, you could make him the next Sam Darnold. You can develop him. So the pieces are already there for the Vikings to move on. Did they expect him to be this good? I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. But if they didn't, then they're like, well, shit, we're kind of taking a risk here. But I think, the confidence is there to develop the next guy up.
Kevin O'Connell is making quarterbacks cheddar. Mm-hmm. Kirk Cousins goes get that big-ass contract. Now Sam Darnold, of all people, is going to get that big-ass contract. J.J. McCarthy just licking his chomps.
Sounds wet. Sounds really wet.
Get your skull gummies over at Mini Grown. Do it. And also, they got some other fantastic specials going as well.
Yeah. Also, remember this. The average person spends about 3 hours a day engaging in unnecessary activities.